to Vibrant Vibes. This is episode 3, and this is my best friend Kyla, and we're going to be discussing a bunch of different topics that you might even relate to. Last week we talked about you and me were hanging out. She's doing your nails. Yes.
Inserts picture.
Yes. So when we were hanging out, we were talking about the values of a good friend and just meaning of a good friendship. Talking about that, I wanted to discuss that and start it off.
Okay. Well, first off, loyalty.
Yeah.
And like I said, I like that we don't argue. Mm-hmm. Me and Ryan may argue, but I feel like it's just because of our signs. It's like fire and fire. You just.
And you're what sign is she?
I'm a Sagittarius and she's an Aries. Cricket. And then me and you're a Taurus, so it's like I really I always get along with Taurus. Like always. Like somebody at my job is, you are, it's like a couple people. So there's that. Communication is very important. Yeah. It's just like a regular relationship. It's just a friendship. What else would you think?
My biggest thing is definitely, I don't know, just through all the lessons I've learned, even through these past years, you could be friends with someone for years and they could fold on you. That's
communication
okay.
Comes into play. Communication,
but my biggest lesson from that, honest guys, is probably loyalty. Like I am very loyal. I'm very loyal when it comes to being in relationships. I'm very loyal when it comes to having a friend. Like I don't know. And then when loyalty comes into play, trust. Trust is a big one because if you're gonna be loyal to me, I know that I can trust you.
Exactly, because if there's no communication, I mean you're lying, and we don't like liars. There's no reason to lie.
No, just in general. I mean, we're just grown, we're adults, and it's just at the end of the day, I don't know. Like just I'll be honest, I got trust issues. So if I know, like you give me one reason to really not, I give everyone one chance, and if you give me that one chance where I really can't trust you, how I know you're loyal to me too. Exactly.
That's enough to know.
Yeah. So someone that's loyal, honest,
fun.
Go ahead, have fun with that person.
We always have fun.
We do. We have a lot of memories.
Lots.
We've been friends since we were 7th grade.
Wow. The very first day too.
Yep. It's a long time. But to this day, we really haven't argued. We may have disagreements, but we know how to communicate through them.
And then me and Ashley have like this telepathy. It's so weird. Like I'll be thinking about her and she'll text me, or she'll be thinking about me and she'll text me. It's just like we're very close.
I'm trying to think of other ones. I mean, there's so many that comes to being a good friend. I think definitely through the years too. Like I said, we've been friends since 7th grade. May have disagreements, but we barely fight. You know, I know that I can trust you. I can call you. There's been multiple times that I came over your house at 4 a.m. before.
Yes.
So to have a friend that you can do that, it's a huge thing too.
Yes. And you know my mom's type.
She let me over. She let me over.
But she loves Ashley that much, so.
Yep. She let me over. Was there anything else you can think of?
Well, with our friendship, it's like we watch each other grow. Like, we both barely had our first kiss and stuff before that. Like, when we met in 7th grade, like, we literally grew into women from children. And now we have our own children.
Yeah. So. And it's like being that friend, too, is like you've watched, just like I have with you, too, or, you know, like Brian also is, you've watched a lot of different versions of me. And at that same time, you still love me as that friend, trust me as that friend, has still been my friend at the end of the day, no matter what. Even by the dumb decisions I've made, crazy decisions I have made in the past for all of us. Ryan. You guys have still been there for me no matter what.
Yes.
Which that's very huge. And at the end of the day, I've learned even as you get older to like, okay, I'm 25, gonna be 26. You know, it's like, I don't care even if I just got you guys as my friends. If I have 3 people as my friends, I'm fine my circle being small because at the end of the day, I know that I can trust you guys rather than being friends with someone that is talking about me behind my back.
Right.
You know, so that's how I see it.
Period.
Exactly. Going on to the next topic. Something really fun I want to talk to you about now that I have you on here individually. Baking.
Okay.
We love your baking. We were talking about it last time. We talked about the brownies with the strawberries. Your strawberry cupcakes that you put rum chata in.
Yes.
Or did you do tequila rose?
No, tequila rose or the strawberry and cream Baileys. And then the rum chata cupcakes were like a vanilla based type of cupcake, but it was with rum chata too, because rum chata is like already a vanilla tasting.
Caramel apple.
It was like peach cobbler. Peach cobbler cupcakes. Wait, I made a. I can't think of what it's called. Apple crisp.
See. What else? You made a lot of things.
Yeah. I like to experiment.
Yeah. Well, that
I made your mom's birthday cake. I think that was the first cake I ever made. Was your mom's cake, and that came out really good.
Yeah, you creative with all that.
Thank you. That's the one time I'm very creative. It's my cooking and my baking.
So when I like to be in the kitchen too, honestly, I've been more into cooking, so I'm home a lot more. With Jax. I like to cook a lot more, but I grew up with a lot of home cooked meals from my mom. So growing up with home cooked meals, I still remember how to cook certain things. Like my mom taught me how to cook baked pork chops, baked chicken, things like that, and Justin loves those things. What else? My mom makes really good cheesy potatoes. I gotta learn how to
Yeah, we love those cheesy potatoes.
Yeah. Good job. I mean, there's a lot of things. I never used to be a big baker. My dad actually bakes, and he's really good at it. I want to get into baking more. I know how to cook your basic brownies, cookies, chocolate chip cookies. Ryan, you can say so yourself. Thank you.
But I can make homemade. Like homemade brownies and cookies and all that stuff. So it's not like out the box.
You know how to do it from scratch.
Yeah.
I do box. Are they still good?
It's still good, yes. But it's just something about stuff being like homemade. It hits a lot different, and it's good for your soul.
That's why I like cook.
Cause like my grandpa, he loves to bake and stuff like that, so I feel like that's where I get that love from. And then my grandma Pat, she used to love eating cookies and doing all that, so that's where that comes from. Cause my mom is not really a big sweet person, and my dad's not either. So I'm wondering like, where did this even come from? My grandma, and then my aunt, cause they're like big chocolate lovers.
Yeah.
So
talking about cooking, and talking about your grandma. Your grandma and her cooking, collard greens. Candied yams.
She from the Mississippi.
What else? Oh my god, that was so
everything.
Good.
Like anything she makes is so good. It doesn't even matter like what it is. You gotta come over. You know you're always welcome. She knows everybody in the family, both sides and everything. So it don't even matter.
Trying to think. Oh, that's what I meant to ask you. So talking about baking. Well, fun question. What's your favorite thing to bake?
When I was doing it, it was the cupcakes. Cause I love doing the frost, like making the frosting and designing it. It's like it's a lot of fun doing all that, especially when I had like the liquor cupcakes and doing the liquor, and like it was so much fun. That was the parts I liked the most. You have started a business, Lala Luscious. Do you plan on like taking that as a career down the road? Well, or is it more like a hobby right now? And obviously it's like a hobby and a side hustle at the same time. I would like to do more, but it's just very hard considering like I have a little baby, and then we have the apartment, but like I don't want to break the stove, and because you can't break it when you use it so much.
Exactly.
And like I would love to get back into it, and it's also space wise too.
That's true.
And
it does take a lot of space.
Yeah, because I was talking to Jamel about it, and I told him I was like need more like space if I was to try and do it, and I would love to.
Yeah. And once you guys get that house,
hell yeah,
make away.
Hell yeah, I can't wait, and I can't wait for Carter to have like go to school on his birthday. Like, oh, your mom making cupcakes.
She gonna make those brownies?
Hell yeah, they're gonna be so excited. They're gonna be like, oh my god, yeah.
Talking about apartments. What else I'm gonna talk about is changes. Talking about apartments, just like big changes in life. You guys just got your apartment. Not even
October.
Yeah, and then you had Carter in November. How was that?
October. I feel like when we moved in, everything just went in so fast, and we were barely moved in for so long because I was so pregnant at the time. Like I was like 36-ish weeks by the end of October. So it was just so much going on. I just didn't have time to like get it all together. But we finally got it all together, and then it felt like a home. And by the time it really felt like a home, we got his room together, and then I'm like, okay, so now he can come whenever, and he just took his time. He came on his due date. So I feel like it's awesome, but it is a change because like me and Jamel never lived together, but Jamel's only lived with Shelby,
right,
and his sister, and my bitch, and I've only lived with my parents and stuff, so like it was very different. It was, but it's the best type of change because like he's like my best friend. So.
Once you guys are parents together, you got a baby. You know, that's a big change too. Is just being a parent on your own is a big change. Like every day we're learning. I'm learning every day about Jax. Every day I'm learning about being a mom. Every day it teaches you patience and things that you used to not be patient about. Okay, well, what can we do this to change this? What can we do to have this? You know, it's like a lot of things. I remember getting my first apartment. It was so much fun.
I helped her move in. That first apartment, I helped her move in. The second apartment with Justin, I helped her move into the house. All that time, every time.
Yeah, I remember when I got my 1-bedroom apartment. That was like right. I think was it like
during COVID?
During COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
That was so much happening. I remember I'm a waitress, and I remember like when it was at 50% capacity, 25% capacity. I just remember like all those crazy things. And then finally back to normal, which is crazy. Think about that.
It is, because like
and
even when we were out in clubs and stuff, it was weird like being around all those people after all that time. It was just like, fuck COVID.
I mean, honestly, no, I remember all that. But I just remember like when I experienced going through a lot of changes, it was a lot of good, like, I don't know, it was a lot of good things. Like, a lot of good memories came out of it. I remember just having my own place. Like, it teaches you so much independence, especially once you're on your own. Like, once I moved out of my parents, I've been out, just like you guys, you know, like Brian, like you know, we've been out. So it's like, once I've been out, you really are an adult. You know, you're paying the big bills, you're paying your own bills, you got this, you got that. Like,
you moved out, like, how old were you?
21, 20, no. I was turning 22.
Okay. I feel like I've been grown for a long time, but like moving out was like that next step. And me and Jamal were trying to take that step before I even got pregnant. And then I got pregnant. I was like, well, we really have to hurry up. Yeah, it definitely. It was a push I feel like we needed though.
Yeah.
To move out. And now here we are.
That's good though. I'm glad everything is going good. Everything's smooth. You guys are a family, and it's just how it should be, honestly. But yeah, I remember graduating college. That was a big change. But I remember when I stopped, you know, when I was done in school, you know, that's actually right when COVID. I had 2 semesters left, and I think I was halfway through the second to last one. And I remember my very last one is I had everything online, and I remember we couldn't walk because I didn't walk.
I know, and that's the sad part, but I feel like we did it for like no reason because you didn't get that opportunity to walk.
And that's kind of the huge big thing when you do graduate college. But it's okay though, because we did it and I got my degree.
Yes.
And I'm thankful that's always going to happen.
Exactly.
Another thing, so I just thought about it, I want to bounce back to it. When we were talking about cooking and baking and everything, I love, like I said, like I like to really cook like baked pork chops, baked chicken. I like to make like roasted potatoes, put them in the oven, you know, your seasonings, butters, all that. What are favorite meals you like to make? Because I know you like to cook.
I like to eat everything. It's very like, and then my boyfriend is like very picky, so it's like we have to come to a happy medium. And like my favorite thing to make that I just like, okay, we'll say the buffalo wings. That's like amazing.
Those look so good.
It's so good.
Okay, how do you make them?
So I was told by his mom and my mom to use Frank's Red Hot. His mom told me how to do, like, she said fry it without seasoning and just put it in there. Of course I'm gonna season it because, you know, black. But I seasoned it, then I fried it, and then after I fried them, I had made the Frank's Red Hot, but I added seasoning in like Worcestershire. That's how you say it.
Don't you add like butter too?
Melted butter, and then I had garlic powder and onion powder, and you mix it all together. Then you throw the wings in there, You shake it all up and everything, and then you put it in the oven, put it on broil, and then till you're liking. If it's like sticky, you know how it's supposed to look. Then boom, that's ready. And then I made Philly cheesesteak.
Those look good.
That was amazing because I was craving it so bad.
It wasn't hard either.
It was so easy. Cause like I got that little pack from Walmart.
Yep.
I had steak seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, seasoned it up, cooked it in the pan. We had nacho cheese, had some good sub buns, and made homemade fries. That was bussin'. And I just recently on Friday I made Parmesan crusted chicken, like at Longhorn, because that's me and Jamel's favorite spot, and that was bussin'. Like I'm so proud of myself.
Okay. I was trying to think, what's something that you've made that I really... What have you cooked me before? What, Ryan?
What? We gotta include with Ryan. What?
I'm not here right now. Shh. Anyways. Let's go on to the next topic. A really fun one. Okay, we're in relationships.
Yes.
Besides Ryan.
Air her out like that.
She's single, y'all.
That ain't right. Holla at my sis.
Let's talk about fun date ideas. Because me and Justin, we just went on a date last night. It's a lot of fun. We ended up going bowling together. It was Cosmic Bowling. That's my favorite. And we ended up paying, we went to Super Bowl. We ended up paying, it was $35 for the whole hour, but we were able to play 3 games out of it, which actually is pretty good. So you think $10, $11 a game, right? Like, that's good. And we got rental shoes. We had a lot of fun. And we also went to this outdoor winter event called Winter Blast. It was in Royal Oak. Bands, they had food trucks, they had a slide, they had a zip line.
A zip line?
I know, and it's cold out.
Hell no.
They did. But yeah, we did that. It was a lot of fun. But I'm trying to think other fun things that like we like to do: go karting, putt, movies if a good movie's out. What are fun ideas you guys like to do?
Me and Jamel are such homebodies. Like we could care less like what we're doing. We could watch a movie. We can just be playing games. Like he showed me how to play Greedy, and that's like his favorite game that him and his grandma used to play.
What's it called?
Greedy.
Greedy? How do you play that?
I don't know how to explain that. I'm not gonna lie. I just have to show you with dice.
Card game?
It's dice.
Okay.
And he showed me how to play that, and that's like his favorite game. So now I'm addicted to it. We like to play Phase 10, Spades, all that type of stuff. Like we just like to play all those type of games.
Uno. Uno.
And then we have Let's Get Deep. We like to play like those type of like
games
talking
where you talk
games.
about cards. Yeah.
And then we love to watch all types of different shows. Like he really likes watching Love After Lockup with me. That's like one of my favorite ones. It's so funny. Like he gets so into it just like me, and that's our favorite thing. And then like I don't know. And then for Sweetest Day, me and my cousin Chanel, we had put together like a painting with a twist type of thing. But I was pregnant, so obviously I didn't drink. But we had painting, and then they had drinks. We had good food. It was a whole vibe, and the music was going. It was so much fun. So it was like little things.
Do you guys have plans coming up for Valentine's Day?
We want to go to dinner. Chanel's supposed to babysit Carter.
Okay. And where are you guys thinking for dinner?
Maybe Morton's Steakhouse or Mitchell's Seafood Restaurant.
I've never been. I don't know if I've been to Morton's. If I did, it was a long time ago. I've never been to Mitchell's.
Okay, Mitchell's is pretty good. I went with my mom. I took her for her birthday one year. Mitchell's is pretty good. Their drinks are very strong. That's what I remember. Very clear, very strong. And then Morton's is super good. It's like a steakhouse. It's like dim lighting. It's very romantic. And we love going there. The food is always super good. The people are super nice. You have one drink there, you're good for the rest of the night. That's when Carter was conceived last year.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Big steak.
I feel like because you're definitely too, like, when it comes to being at home, so I know you're definitely more chill, like, you're creative with ideas, like painting, watching movies. I feel like even baking, cooking are things for you that you like to do.
I like playing a lot of games. Like Chanel left her Switch over there. We've been playing that too.
Chanel.
She didn't even notice you did.
Well, got a Switch.
Yep.
Okay, another thing I want to talk to you about before we end the episode. You work at a daycare. How is that working at a daycare? How long have you worked at a daycare?
2019, so like 5 years.
Oh wow.
It'll be 5 years in August. Yeah.
Okay. And what are like the ages that you work with?
Typically, it's like the owl room and then the fox room. The owl room is like 6 weeks to like 1 year old, and then my room is like 1 year old to like 1.5, maybe 2.
Okay. I feel like you can answer this. How many kids do you guys usually have in your rooms?
The ratio is 1 to 4 for both rooms.
And then how many teachers, or how does that work?
So if say it's 12 kids, it's supposed to be 3 teachers, because
that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's really how it works. I love my job. Honestly, I love my coworkers. I love my boss. My boss makes it very easy to enjoy my job. And some people,
that's how it should be.
And like, what was it, like 2019, 2018, I was still working at McDonald's. And I had wrote like a list, like for New Year's, I was like, I want to find a job that I can get up in the morning and I can be like, I can't wait to go to work. And when I got approached by the opportunity by Leanne, and she was like, well, you can come work here. I didn't even have a car yet. I had just got my car, and I was like, Farmington's a far drive. So I was like, okay. So I ended up driving there, and I met Jill, and I was like, I fucking love her. I was like, okay. So then I started the job, and working with kids is crazy in itself, but it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, you see them grow all the time. It's just like having your own kid with them, because you grow so close to them. You're with them almost more than the parent when they're at daycare, because some of them are there from 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night.
Oh wow, I never thought about it like this. I never thought about it like that. And you guys are with those same kids almost every day.
Every day. So like you grow a bond with them, so you get close
raising
to them.
But in a way you are helping.
Definitely.
When it comes to that.
Hugely. And then like during COVID, I remember when we stopped working, I missed the kids so much. And I feel like it was like 3 months ish or something like that. I miss the kids so much because you don't realize the bond that you have until they're gone. And then like during COVID, Jill had made it where we had a Zoom call with the kids. Everybody was crying because everybody missed each other. I was like, wow, that's how you know like this was made for me. I would have never thought I would work at a daycare, but it's the best job.
Now, is this something also, like, because I feel like we talked about this a long time ago, is this something where would you ever want to own like your own daycare?
I would love to own my own daycare, but it's so many things that go into it.
I know.
And the only way I really would feel like most comfortable with it is like if Jill was to guide me through it for real.
I feel like she would.
I feel like she would too, but that'd be the only way I would really do it. Because it takes a lot.
That'd be cool.
It would be very cool, and I would love to have
that's
all
so
our
cool,
kids,
especially in a job like that. Because honestly, that's how it should be. And I hate to say, but we do hear a lot of scary stories and horror stories.
That's another part
it is,
about
it's
working
sad,
here.
but it's true. But it's just like I'm glad there's people like you who you actually go to that job every day and you actually enjoy being with those kids and you actually love and care for those kids.
Exactly. And all my coworkers are the same way. Like, we all love and care for the kids so much. Like I couldn't imagine like the horror stories that people see and stuff like that, and they're like, I'll never take my kid to daycare. I said, bring your child to our daycare. I promise you won't regret it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's awesome.
Thank you. I love my job.
Well, I'm glad we got people like you to do that, because it is important, and there's people, like, I'll be honest, like, I'm pretty much like a stay-at-home mom. I'm home with Jackson every day, so, I'm raising him every day, and I'm fortunate for that, and, there's people who, who can't have that opportunity, or not even that, but there's people who do, okay, don't want to be a stay-at-home person. I understand that completely, that's not for everybody. But, if you also don't have that opportunity, you have to put your kids somewhere, which there's people who get really bad anxiety about that, which I get because I'll be honest.
So many horror stories.
That, and you're trusting your kid around people you really don't truly know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's the truth, so it's just scary. But once you get to know those people and you know that your kid's happy somewhere, you know.
It's the best feeling. And, like, it's crazy experiences, yes.
Yeah.
But it's so worth it.
Exactly. And that's why I said it's good to have people like you.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's good. You're welcome. Was there anything you wanted to talk about before we end this episode?
I'm glad to have you as my best friend.
I'm glad Abby's my best friend too. And Ryan. Just kidding. Love you.
Say it back.
Dang, love you too. I was trying to be quiet over here.
We've already acknowledged you. It's too late.
They already know you're here.
It's
Well, thank you everyone for watching my podcast, watching episode 3. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Kyla, for being
Hit that
my
like
guest.
button.
Hit that
Subscribe!
That's right.
Subscribe.
Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.